No matter what you call big spiky things like this, when I was in England in 2001, most of the museums had them labeled as Morningstars. In German, Morgenstern. Now, most of them are pole arm length, and they're like giant maces, maybe you could say spike clubs, depending on how technical you get, because some did have metal heads, most had wooden with spikes. Some were short like clubs, but were still referred to as Morningstars. Surprisingly, some even came with guns inside. Yeah, primitive touch hole guns. They're related to the Flemish Goedendag, which Shadiversity did a video of recently, after I already planned this one. But he inspired me to go further. So without further ado, here is my homemade Morningstar. So here's the bottom of the Morningstar, made of the hickory log rolling tool handle. You see, compared to my hand, it is fairly thick, a little bit thicker than a baseball bat is in the grip these days, but kind of shaped like a baseball bat, a big one. As you can see, it's on top of a rifle case, so you can get perspective as to how big this darn thing is. And up here, we just drove 4 nails on each side, and 1 big nail on the top, which was intended to be the spike. But it's fairly hefty, and I imagine getting walloped by that would not feel good. But it is, as you can see, overall length, a little bit longer than the rifle case. That puts it in perspective, and that is my homemade Morningstar. Hilson, folks. For those curious, the haft I used was actually the handle of one of these log rolling tools, and I bought it at a local agri-supply center, I think for like 20 bucks. So yeah, for about 20 bucks for the handle, a couple bucks for the nails, I used a power drill to pilot hole for the nails, pound them in, and then I cut off the heads with a hacksaw. You could use a Dremel tool. But altogether, under 30 bucks, you could make either a Morningstar or a Goedendag. With the Goedendag and the Morningstar, I need a cap for the top, some kind of metal cap, but that shouldn't be hard to find something that'll fit. It's a little big and beefy in the handle for some people, but I couldn't find anything that was hard enough wood, strong enough wood, in the right shape, and thin enough at the time, so I went with that. But you might be able to do better if you look around. Anyway, Hilson, folks, good night.